What's happening? I'm Lawrence. You stepped up on platform 246. I appreciate you doing that. Hit the like button if you like the video. If you don't like the video, I don't know why, but hit the dislike button. But whatever you do, just make a decision and get ready to leave a comment because, for about a year now, I've steered clear of really, coming in here and putting you up on game about this trial, this kangaroo fucking court that's going on down there in Georgia. If you've been living under a rock, maybe, or something like that, or you just have better shit to do, you may not know the young thug is on trial, a RICO case, on trial for a litany of things, a multitude of things in which you really don't know any of the individual things that he's on trial for. But that's RICO for you. So I'm still clear of covering it just because of the wildness, the absurdity of it all. But today I had to go ahead and just take my goddamn lunch break and come in and just speak on this shit. Somebody needs to, because some motherfuckers need to go to jail, and I'm not really sure that this young thug. Today, as you may know, out there in Georgia, they seem to have a problem with following the law when they are the law. Ain't that right, Miss DA? You know who you are, Miss Fanny, right? So her underlings right now today decided to meet with the judge. Apparently, it's illegal to have an ex parte meeting with a judge, and also someone who's been a fucking witness who's been already sworn in on the case last week. A witness last week who again flipped this court upside down when he kept telling them how he was not going to speak about a goddamn thing if he could avoid it, because of course he's not a snitch, right? So what they told him last Friday is he's going to go to jail, and then his ass went to jail, spent the entire weekend in jail. Hopefully he's out for Father's Day, but he spent the entire weekend in jail. And when he came to court today, this morning, he had a 2-hour meeting. They had the defense waiting since 8:30 until 11 a.m. with no word to the defense and Young Thug's people as to why they were sitting there waiting. Why were they waiting? Because the entirety of the person who's on trial right now on the stand, the DA, everybody who's against Young Thug, and the judge all decided to have a meeting and talk about the fact that this man is actually a killer and is not here to defend the person who they think killed a man. Let that shit sink in. So this man actually is the killer, but he's not gonna say any of that shit on the witness stand. Those are not even the questions that he's supposed to be getting asked, and he's not gonna say anything on the witness stand. Well, as soon as lunch ends today out there in Georgia, guess what happens? OOG Alok, a man that I have learned is a real man. Attorney Brian Steele, shout out to you, sir. The man has balls of steel. No Diddy. Brian Steele gets information from somebody, another fucking rat, tells him about that meeting that the judge had with the offense this morning. Well, he, followed by the other 6 attorneys who are on the defense for the 4 people who are with Young Thug, defending themselves, trying to stay out of prison for the rest of their lives, all individually got up and declared for a mistrial. The judge, acting like the bitch hoe that he is, tells one, the main defense attorney for Young Thug, I want to know who told you this. He tells him, I'm not going to tell you that. Just like that. I'm not going to tell you that. With his little white self. Shout out to you, dog. You are a pimp. I'm not going to tell you that. He said, what do you mean you're not going to tell me that? It's attorney-client privilege. He starts throwing out all these reasons why he can't tell him. The judge, now, this is a meeting that they should not have had. The judge immediately just continues to roll. I want to know who told you. I want to know who told you. Not referencing or acknowledging at all the fact that they were fucking having a secret underground bunker meeting this morning and leaving the defense out in the hallways waiting with their hands on their dicks. Again, no Diddy. Just holding yourself, just waiting for somebody to come along and make your day when everybody's plotting against you together. Okay? Happy Monday. So they go back and forth. The judge is yelling at him. I want to know who told you this. See, he sounded like an 8-year-old. And eventually he says, if you don't tell me who told you this, I'm going to hold you in contempt. I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Still say, I don't need it, before he could get the words out of his mouth. Eventually they go back and forth. Each individual lawyer comes up and asks for a mistrial. He denies it like a I can't even think of the word fast enough for how quickly the judge denied the mistrial that all 6 people requested, and then eventually says, still goes to, you see the pictures, still go to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This is the most absurd, atrocious abuse of the law that I have ever seen in my life. And I can't stand the law. And this is exactly why. Because this old black man is making niggas look like shit. You have got to the place of glory, but yet you can't have it humbly. You got to have a God complex with your old bald-headed ass. What is wrong with you, sir? And to you, Miss Love, the most unlovely bitch in the Atlanta metropolitan area. The 2 of you niggas are about to put this other nigga in jail for some shit that he probably really didn't do, just to further your careers and to further the 2 of you continuing to fuck each other in the back, apparently, every morning before when you're late every morning. This is the wildest case that I've ever seen. I hope you're following it, and I hope you don't unfollow me now that we brought this garbage onto our channel. Because for me, actually, it's must-see TV, and hopefully we are the same for you. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you're not, welcome back, and much love to you. Y'all be safe. Do better, Atlanta.